Finally, the sun is shining in the Western Cape, and we are standing in the beautiful small town, just outside the small town of Caledon, and as it said in one of those famous movies, everything the light touches behind us is barley. And this is, of course, beer country then. And we're going to get straight into it about the state of beer in South Africa. And we're speaking to Richard Karnak. He's the Chief Executive Officer of South African Breweries. Good afternoon to you.
Afternoon.
Thank you for speaking to us. I know you're very busy. What is the state of beer in the country at the moment?
So the beer industry is doing quite well. Obviously, we had a very tough time through COVID, but luckily that's behind us. And the macroeconomic situation in the country over the last few years has resulted in a relatively slow recovery of the industry. But I'm very happy to say that the industry is back to growth this year, and we are optimistic about the future with what's happening in the country.
Give us an idea of how big the beer industry is in South Africa.
So the beer industry is a very big contributor to the economy of South Africa. The conversation today with the Government of National Unity is all about creating economic growth and jobs. And I'm very proud to say that the beer industry contributes to 250,000 jobs in the country. That's 1 in 66 jobs in South Africa is supported by the beer industry. And we also contribute 1 rand in every 79 rand of GDP. For the country, as well as around 43 billion rand in taxes are paid by the industry to the fiscus every year.
And there's also technology involved in beer. It's not just as simple as cracking the neck and there you go. There's also some research going into ensuring that a lot of what you source comes from South Africa. Is that correct?
That's 100% correct. So we're also proud to say we source 95% of everything that goes into South African Breweries beer comes from South Africa. So that's from seed to sip. We're here in Caledon at our barley research facility. And what's important in order to maintain local sourcing and that 95% is that we understand certain crop varietals that will do well in our climate. We understand how to farm sustainably. That's important for local sourcing, but it's important we operate in a global economy. It's important to ensure that our local farmers remain competitive. So it's something we take very seriously, and we've invested over 200 million rand into research and development over the recent time to ensure that we remain as competitive as possible.
No doubt South Africans enjoy their beer. A big component of your company is also to ensure responsible drinking. Is that still a focus area for you?
That's a massive focus area. We know that in order for SAB to contribute to the economy, we need to grow, but we need to grow responsibly. And we do know that alcohol abuse in certain parts of the country is a problem. So we have launched just post-COVID SAB Sharp, which is a program that is designed to tackle directly irresponsible trading, irresponsible marketing, irresponsible consumption, and drink driving in the country. And the results of that are starting to show. We appreciate there's lots more work to do, and working with the industry through the Drinks Federation of South Africa, we are working collaboratively with all of the industry players to ensure that we tackle this problem in South Africa.
Where do you see the beer industry going within the next decade?
So South Africa is a fairly mature beer industry. What's important for the beer industry is that we have overall economic growth and population growth. That really drives the growth of the industry. So we don't see the industry growing much more than the growth in those sectors. So historically that's around 1 to 2%. But we need to ensure that growth comes, as I said, responsibly and with more efficiency and more profitability, so we contribute meaningfully to the economy and to jobs.
Thank you very much. That was Richard Karnak, the CEO of South African Breweries, speaking to us, giving us a general view of exactly what's going on in the beer industry. As he said there, we all know that during the COVID period, all liquor distributing, manufacturing, everything related to the liquor industry suffered immense losses. And as he said, they're slowly making a recovery, and the beer industry is looking healthy, it's looking good, and there's very optimistic views for the future of this industry that is such a massive supporter of not just the agricultural economy, but also down the value chain within the industry. It's a very big player in the economy of South Africa, and as we heard there today, it's going very well.